Hi everyone! We're back from Happy Again Pet today, and we're super excited because we are talking about something that you definitely need for your dog, which is really about technology. And we will talk now to the founder or co-founder of Halo Collar today. So let me just add him to Fernando. We're excited. Okay. Still waiting. Maybe I reveal a little bit who we're talking to, which here we have him. Ken, there you are.
Great.
Welcome. So
That
nice
went
to
very
see
smoothly.
you. So you see now I have Fernando with me, our Chief Tasting Officer, who's a big part of our company.
Yes,
We want to talk about your great invention, the Halo collar. And first, let me start. We met at Cesar's Ranch a couple of weeks ago, and I was excited to hear about how you started this whole journey. And maybe we start with that. What is your personal founder story?
Sure. That's a great way to start. I would say that being with Cesar is really an amazing thing for me, just an opportunity to be able to spend time with him, being at his ranch 2 weeks ago and seeing how he really can communicate so amazingly with the dogs, and all the different people that he's involved with are just so impressive. And so it's great to be a part of that community, and it's great to have met you. I'm also very excited about your products and the healthy solutions that they provide.
Thank you.
Um,
Yeah.
so a little bit about how Halo got started, and what it is and what it does. But it's basically almost like an iPhone for dogs. It goes around the dog's neck, and it's designed to be able to keep them safe. So about 2.5 years ago, my niece's dog Ruby escaped their invisible fence and unfortunately was run over by a car. It was really devastating for everybody involved, as you can imagine. My family was hysterical, and it's just a very traumatic event. And when I started doing some research on it, because I too owned an invisible fence and realized that once the dog gets out, they're out, I looked into the fact that really there was no great solution to the problem, and the problem was massive. So what I mean by that is when I Googled how many times a year dogs are lost or how many times they're run over by a car, the numbers are staggering. So it's about 10 million dogs a year that are lost, and according to Google, again, over 1 million dogs that are run over by a car. So when I saw the magnitude of the problem, based upon my experience, my background, I was in the Internet of Things industry. And basically what that means is you take a device and you put it on virtually anything. Usually you do it on really important things, in this case, dogs. But before this, I was doing rental cars, forklifts, and tractor trailers. So you may not know this, but forklifts are the #2 cause of deaths for Fortune 100 companies, second to highway accidents.
Wow.
It's a real big problem, and my technology before dogs was really focused on making sure those types of really important assets were operated by trained people, people who understood how to use the equipment. And basically, this was a natural extension of what I was already doing for the past 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what the technology is it's an Internet of Things device for dogs. Like I said, we've been working on it for about 2.5 years with Cesar, about 50 years for that entire time. And what the collar does is allows you to safely take your dog anywhere or let your dog off leash anywhere. And you can essentially create boundaries on your app, on your phone, where if the dog approaches those boundaries, they are alerted that they've gone too far. So The concept is really allow you to let your dog off leash to explore at your house, to replace the invisible fence, for example. When you go to the beach, when you go to the park, you let your dog off leash and you draw a fence. So it's really fundamentally a fence that you could take with you everywhere, essentially a virtual fence that allows you to take your dog to your friend's house, to the beach, let your dog out in your property. If you have a townhouse, let him out in the yard and run and explore. So that's really the concept behind the technology.
That's fantastic. Well, I also want to mention before we go deeper into that it's a really, really pretty device. Like Fernando is very happy to have one around his neck, and he really enjoys wearing it, and it's tracking activities. So let's talk about all the features. It's not only the invisible fence, you also track the activity, and there's a whole program coming with this collar, which is amazing.
Yes, so it comes with an app that of course allows you to draw your fence. You have essentially a map, a satellite map of your house, and you point your fingers around where you want the fence posts, and that creates the fence. But once you have a fence, then your dog can run, play, and explore safely. So what that translates to is a lot more activity for your dog than ever before. So if you think about it, if you go for a hike with your dog and they're on their leash, well, they're only going as far and as fast as you're going. But if you're able to take your dog off the leash and safely know that your dog, you know where they are, you know you can call them back if you have to, and you have this fence around you, what that means is they can run, explore, go after the sense, essentially be a dog, and you can actually track how much more activity they got, how much distance they went compared to you. So, for example, you might have taken them on a 1 mile hike, but they might have gone 3 to 4 miles because the technology allowed them to really explore and look around and, again, be a dog.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And it really strengthens the bond with you and your pet to do all the training and exercise as well. And I think that, like, what I really love with the app is that everything is explained in steps. It's super simple. It's a lot of fun to follow these steps, and that's what we're coming to have our really special guest join, who is a co-creator and co-founder of that, Cesar Millan, that you already mentioned. I see he's here, and we'll have to have him join, and then invite you back, Ken, to talk more about where to get it and all the other features.
All right, I'm logging off.
Hi. So we're waiting for Cesar to join us and to tell us about the vision and the co-creation of this amazing color. While we're waiting, I was thinking of showing you a little bit about this, how pretty it is. And it is actually what Ken didn't mention, it's water safe, so you don't have to worry, because we walk a lot on the beach, and Fernando loves to go in the water, and there's no problem with that. He can just dive in. So, and it's super light, it's flexible. Yeah, he loves to wear it. And there we go. Randy, you're excited? I am. Hi, Cesar.
Hey guys.
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you guys.
Oh, look.
Good job on it. Sorry about the camera. One of my birds touched the camera, and I think it broke it a little bit, so it looks a little blurry.
Oh, no, it's all good.
The bird did this so people can see that I'm not lying. This wanted to do a selfie. Look, this guy did it.
Ah,
Look at Sophia.
look at that, Fernando.
Hey,
Well,
Fernando.
Cesar, we talked a little bit.
Fernando, come over here. We got the party going on over here.
He would love to. And he's wearing your collar. So we just talked to Ken a little bit about this amazing collar, and
Yep.
and you co-created it. And tell us a little bit about that vision behind the Halo product.
Well, everybody, what in reality we all want in any relationship is to have trust, respect, love with humans and horses and cats and dogs. So that's what everybody wants. So if you're able to create that, which animals do with, naturally, you're going to have this feeling of your dogs can get along when they're around a bird. You know what I mean? Because they respect each other, they trust each other, and they love each other. So that for me is a halo. And because most people don't understand the concept of gaining the trust, the respect, and the love first. Everybody thinks training the dog. And that's why I say I need to train the human, because the human needs to understand that the first leash is trust, respect, love. But most of the people end up unconsciously breaking the trust, disrespecting, just, and let me show you a way like where people unconsciously disrespect the way the dogs learn. So dog has nose, eyes, ears. And when a human begins a relationship with a dog, ears, eyes, nose, like, oh my God. See, all my clients begin ears, eyes, nose. So they're going to break trust. They're going to break respect. So because I know that the world loves dogs, but they don't know dogs, I needed to create technology or be part of someone like Ken and the brothers, right? They want to make sure people feel safe, that people feel peace, that people enjoy the love, right? Because the dogs are going to understand how to behave, just like if they were with their own parents, right? So when we see dogs with their parents, they follow them without the mother ever worry if her son is going to listen to him. So what the halo is going to do for people is going to give them what everybody wants, which is peace, safe, love. Being a leader or practicing leadership of good parenting skills is about giving direction, protection, and love, right? As a mom, as a dad, I need to give my human kids, direction. I need to protect them. And of course, I need to love them. So that makes me a good parent, right? So I can call myself a leader.
Yeah.
And with the dog, it's the same thing. With the dog, it's about making sure that they feel safe being with you, like this. Look. So here. So this is a group of dogs. This is my dogs. Obviously, my son is over there. Her friend is over there. So this is family. And all the family practice the same thing. And so the dogs will feel we are in the same halo. You know what I mean? It's like when people wear the same clothes, they can actually say we're the same team. So for me, a halo again is about having that aura on around your dog, where you know that your dog is going to be safe, where you know that your dog is going to be happy, where you know he's going to feel the love, and you can easily change his mind if he tried to make a decision of chasing a squirrel, for example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As you know, the ranch, we have different species. And so my dogs know that with the donkey, with the horse, with the sheep, they're not supposed to chase them. Right? And so that gives them an understanding how to be with them. That's a halo. So rules, boundaries, limitations, knowing what your dog is, being able to ask your dog not to touch certain things. That gives the dog an understanding how to be around you. And that to a dog is a sense of direction. That's the meaning of a halo. That's where I know, traveling the whole world. I've been in Germany many times. No matter where I go in the world, people still don't understand the meaning of your energy. Who you are in the animal world is energy. So if your energy is not calm, confident, love, and joy in that order, you're not going to be able to create the freedom that you're looking for. That's why I said early in the beginning, most of the people that I know, they become my clients, they do ears, eyes, nose. So because they begin that way, they don't realize that they're making an excited dog that he's going to go into the outside world and get more excited. So they're not going to be able to have the communication because that dog is excited. You get it? So because I knew, after traveling for so long, the whole world does the same thing. So I needed to create something so I can help the world, because I love dogs, how to recover natural, simple, profound.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it came from.
You also, that's an amazing story. And you also told me that technology actually disconnected us from nature, and now we're using technology to reconnect with nature.
Well, the reality is most people know how to use an iPhone, and even children, they know how to use an iPhone, but they don't know how to walk a dog. You see it? So a dog needs the same connection so you can have communication. An iPhone is for connection, communication, relationship, but it's technology.
Yeah.
Right? And so with a dog, you have to do it without thinking. It's about feeling. When I talk to you on the phone, I have to think what I'm saying. And the dog world is not about thinking, it's about feeling. So your connection, your communication is in another level. This is technology, right? So we need it.
Yeah.
And so because people are more knowledgeable at technology, I always say, never work against Mother Nature. I'm not going to work against the civilized human who understand more technology than animals. So my goal is, how do I help humans to reconnect with what they already know, which is technology? You know what I mean? I'm not going to make it difficult for people. I'm going to make it natural, simple, and profound. And I know I found the technology that is going to give people the freedom. Freedom means safe, peace, and love. That's freedom. When you feel that way at home and anywhere you go around the world, and your dog is right there with you, and you feel safe, peace, and love, you have an off-leash relationship.
Wow. And I wanted to touch base on your training program with the color. It is 21 days. Is there a reason why it's 21 days?
Well, it's, people quit at the second week. Most people, when they start something new, they don't realize that the struggle is not the first week. The first week is the excitement. It's like a honeymoon, right? And then the second week is like, so what do I do now? It's kind of challenging because I never done it. So, when people go to the gym, the first week they're excited. The second week, people quit. But if you wait for the third, that means you went through the pain or through the discomfort. And so this is not about pain or discomfort. This is about a human quitting at 2 weeks of age. So, you know what I mean? Like most people, because it's new, they have to do it every day. They have to remind it. You know what I mean? You're coaching the dog to learn something. And just like you coaching your body. The second week at the gym, everything is going to hurt. You know, because you never used it. So here, with the Halo, it's about people using their mind to repeat the same thing every day. So I through training so many people, for so many years, if they cross the second week of anything they do in life, not only with Halo, with working out, with a new diet, with changing your habits, don't stop for 3 weeks. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Because the 4th week is your instincts will tell you, your spirit will tell you, your heart will tell you, because by then you saw a big difference. You know what I mean? Yeah. You see a big difference. So 21 days is really the secret for people to change any habit, any bad habit, or to build a new habit. That's fantastic. Those 3 weeks. Humans, don't quit at the second week, no matter what you're doing. Okay? If you're learning how to cook, if you're learning how to dance, if you're learning how to drive, don't quit on the second week. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. By the 3rd, the 4th is just gonna be beautiful. Yeah, you're gonna hug yourself. You're gonna be so happy with yourself because you went through it. So that's what makes you a fighter. Just fight the second week, human. Go to the 3rd and watch what happens. The hard work has already been done. The brothers and I already did the work. You just have to do the reading and the repetitions. The tool is there. Look, this is Halo right there. This is Halo right there. You know what I mean? Like family is a halo. Yeah. That's a new guy. Look. Oh, hi. Yeah, he was biting people, so they surrender him to me.
Wow.
Not anymore.
I
And he's wearing the halo. Look,
do too.
he's
So.
wearing the halo. The reason why this guy is wearing the halo right now is because he doesn't know my home. So I need to know where he is because he wanders.
Yeah.
Right? So this guy. So one of the things that with dogs that have learned to wander is that by having the GPS on them, you know exactly where they are.
Mm-hmm.
And as a professional taking care of other people's dog, I need to know where that new dog is all the time. Even if I'm right there or I go to the bathroom, I need to know where that guy is.
Yeah.
Because that's my responsibility. So that takes away. I know exactly where it is because my phone is always on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So by me having my iPhone, I know exactly what this guy is. And eventually, it's going to happen like with everybody else. Like I know because Junior and Benson and Alfie and Sugar and Gio and Sophia and even Spot, Spot has been with me for 5 months. Mm-hmm. This is home. I'm his family. He's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? So then in the mind, they know, okay, Cesar, Jahaira, and the boys are my family. I follow them. I play with them. I explore with them.
Yeah.
And whatever the rules, the boundaries, limitations, they all agree with the same. So one thing in my house is that we all agree with the same rules, boundaries, limitations. That makes them understand the consistency of discipline. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? All humans don't want us to run through the door. So if I'm not here, Jahaira is here. If Jahaira is not here, Andrew Calvin is here. Even the lady that comes and helps. Everybody, the car wash guy, everybody, I make sure if they're going to be part of the family or they're going to be consistent in my life, I teach them how to be with my dogs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that way my dogs have a lot of people. They have a lot of family, a lot of people that they know. And all these people, even the car wash knows eyes, ears. Even the lady that comes and clean the house, she does knows eyes, ears. She knows how to claim the space. Mm-hmm. So that's for them is a halo with humans.
True. And it's so important to be connected.
Your family is your halo. Your community is your halo. You know what I mean? Your beliefs is your halo. You know what you're wearing is your halo. So pretty much everything, like religion is a halo. Love is a halo. But you want to be inside a bubble that you feel safe, that you feel peace, that you feel love, the trust, respect, and love is what it's all about. Mm-hmm. So that's, for me, walking with a dog or being with a dog is that moment where I'm in that bubble. So I want all dog people to have that bubble, to walk inside that bubble. So the leash, the physical thing, the physical thing only helps you, and you don't even have to think about it because Halo is controlled by the phone. So you just have to actually go follow, play, explore. Mm-hmm. Go up there, you know what I mean? Just do a Bear Grylls thing. Just go up there because dogs have to walk, fish have to swim, birds have to fly. So dogs need to go out there every day. The more you do that, the more connected you become.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just so many great things that we're doing, and I'm super excited. I thank you. And people need to know that we're partnering in our new adventure because we're not gonna put Halo outside. We're gonna put Halo inside with the food. Yeah. You know what I mean? So health is Halo. Halo is health. So it's everything I'm doing right now is with people who really want to do what's best for animals. You know what's best for dogs. I mean, we're in 2020, and I think we can have the best products. I think we can have the best intention, the best agreement. Education is super important, you know. And now with the new show that I'm doing, Caesar's Way, I mean, we're gonna take it to another level. So I'm super excited because now we're gonna have donkeys, we're gonna have emus, we're gonna have dogs, chickens. My pack has grown, you know. Amazing. With you, with the boy, with the brothers. My kids are 25 and 21, so we're gonna do this to another level.
Yes. And we all want the whole health approach. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're
today.
welcome. You're welcome. Look. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Halo people. Oh my goodness. I'm getting attacked. Oh my God.
There we go. So now that was exciting to talk to Cesar and his vision. Hopefully now we can get Ken back to tell us all about where we can get this collar. So let's see. Fernando is a little bit too hot today, so he cannot sit still. Sorry, we gave him off today. So we're just waiting for Ken to rejoin us and tell us all about this amazing product, where to get it, because our listeners today, there's a really special promotion to this. And I bet this is the only thing you need. You will never need another collar. First of all, it's pretty, super practical, keeps your dog safe. And when I mentioned that me and Ken met at Cesar's Ranch, at that day, we were up there learning all about connection and communication. That day, Fernando actually had a little accident at the fence. And if I would have had that collar already, this would have never happened. So, okay, I think we're just waiting for Ken to rejoin. So that's when I got home from there. I was so glad to have met Ken and all this great product to try it. Hi, Ken, you're back.
Hi, great to be back.
Yes, so I hope you followed the great stuff that Cesar talked about and his vision and your venture together, that this is like an incredible product to really keep our most loved family members safe. And I just mentioned that when we came back last time when we met, Fernando actually ran to the fence and nearly got attacked by pit bulls. So if I would have had that, he would have had the boundaries. So this would have never happened.
Right. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I've been using it as well on my dog Reese's, who's running around the yard right now. And just to give you some ideas about things that I've been able to do with the collar that's been really amazing was, for example, I took her with me to one of my best friend's house. And in the past, when I do that, because they have dogs, they don't have a fence. Their dogs are trained, though. They know not to leave the property. They know the house. My dog is not. So the dogs want to play, and I'm normally afraid to take my dog, Reese's, off the leash. But with the Halo collar, I created the fence around their property when I got there. And I was able to, let my dog off the leash and let my dog, while we were having our barbecue, play with their dog. They ran around, and, a few times my dog got to the edge of the fence, but as soon as she heard that beep, she knew exactly what that meant, and she came right back. So it's pretty amazing that now I can take my dog with me and feel safe and secure and let her, again, be a dog. Yeah. Also, one of the coolest features, I think, is when I think I mentioned it, when I take my dog for a hike, when I take Reese's for a hike, it used to be a struggle because we were up in the mountains, and my kids, who were 12 and 13 originally, back when we used to walk together up in the mountains, would cry because they didn't want me to let the dog off the leash in case they got lost. So they would say, leave the dog on the leash the whole time, but it was a fight because my dog wanted to explore, and I wanted to let him do that, but my kids were hysterical, as well as my wife, that they didn't want to risk the opportunity of losing our beloved dog. No. So with the collar now, they let me take them off the leash. They trust. All my kids are now older, but they completely trust the technology. And one of the great parts about it is there's really two main elements. One is the fence, and the other is what we call the return whistle, which when your dog hears it, they come back to you. And so what's interesting is when we were up at Cesar's Ranch and the sheep dog expert was explaining to us about how he communicates with the sheep dogs and how they can corral the sheep, he was saying that dogs will oftentimes not respond to their name. So when you call their name, he was saying like 70-80% of the time, they don't necessarily listen. He said, but they always listen to the whistle. Yeah. So the collar has built in a speaker that's right near the dog's ear that will make a whistle. Actually, it's Cesar's whistle. We recorded Cesar in this film studio, and we actually have Cesar's whistle on there. We also have Cesar's famous sound. That's on there. So when the dog hears that sound, whatever they're distracted by, they're trained now to come back to you. So when I take my dog on a walk and a hike, if they're going up to people who are afraid of dogs, or, you know, I don't necessarily want them to bother, on my phone, I hit the whistle button and she comes right back every time. So it's almost like I'm using my phone. It's almost like a video game. I press the button, my dog comes. So it's really an amazing technology.
Tell us
And
more about this little thing. There's
I
another
have.
feature that we didn't talk about.
This is called the Beacon, and it actually came in handy the other day as well. So my father-in-law wanted us to come to his house. They have a pool. It was very hot.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, look, you can't bring your dog with you, even though we always bring our dog, because they just planted new flowers around the pool, and they were worried that she was going to ruin the flowers. So I said, look, we're not coming to the pool without bringing our dog. So if we can't bring our dog, we're not coming. And they said, well, then you're not coming. So I said, well, wait a minute. I happen to have the perfect solution to the problem, which is these. They're called beacons. And so you can put these beacons in locations where you don't want your dog to go. So it essentially acts like a fence. So if I put this in the flower bed, which is exactly what I did, then when the dog got near the flower bed, it hears the beep and it knows that it can't go there. And Reese's knew that instantly. We were able to take her to my father-in-law. She jumped in the pool the whole time wearing the collar, but she never went into that flower bed. So it made for an amazing afternoon.
That's fantastic. I love that feature. That's great. And Ken, we have to tell our listeners where to get this amazing collar. And you have a special promotion for anyone signing up on halocollar.com, correct?
Yes. Yes. So you go to www.halocollar.com. We have a limited quantity, but we haven't even fully released this product for mass production yet. We're in what's called the early adopter phase. So we've already been through alpha testing and beta testing, all those engineering tests. Now we're building about 3,000 devices and shipping them now to go to early adopters. And early adopters get some very special privileges. First of all, they get $300 off their collar. So that's a big advantage. So if you go to the website now, you'll see that you can get $300 off. You also get 6 months of gold service. And that's almost like, gold service is almost like Peloton. So you know how you get a Peloton and you want to get healthy, and you have a video monitor there that will hopefully motivate you when you watch these classes to use the Peloton. Well, in this case, we're going to provide service, which what that means is more and more training classes. So in addition to Cesar, some of Cesar's expert trainers are all going to be available as part of Gold Service to show you not just how to use the collar as a fence and as a leash, but also as a training tool. So all the issues that you might be dealing with your dog, our trainers through the Gold Service are going to help you try to address those problems. So it's an ongoing, basically, content that we're going to bring you for the first 6 months for free if you sign up today with this coupon. And in addition, you might get to meet Cesar, because the early adopters, we're going to have special meet and greet events, and you guys will be a part of the development of this technology that Cesar and I have been working on for the last 2.5 years. So we really would look forward to you guys becoming early adopters and being a part of the pack and helping keep dogs safe and healthy.
Yes. Oh, I love that. And that's a great cue for to repeat that. We actually who missed that, we're going to post it, and we're going to send everyone an email with that special code to sign up and be an early adopter and be part of the pack. And I'm happy that we met and that we all part of that pack. And I can't wait to see the success. And I will send you videos about Nando being at the beach all freely by himself without a leash. So
that's awesome. Great. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you having me on, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much. And thank you, Cesar, again. Great talking to you.
Yeah, thanks, Cesar.